Hello Pisces, and welcome to my channel Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, looking at your connection to the person that you are dealing with and needing to learn the most from right now. We're looking at all three sides of the connection. We've got your energy toward it, their energy toward it, and the energy in between it. The concept being that there are three sides to every story. So we're looking at your version of the truth, their version of the truth, and this higher level unbiased truth in the middle. This middle section is looking at what is the deeper purpose of this connection and the best way for you to move forward in order to align further with your higher self. As I do in all of my readings, I've pulled the overall energy and clarified those messages, as well as the overall theme for the reading, which we will jump into in just a second, but I still have a different tarot deck that I'll be pulling from for each side of this connection, as well as the advice deck that I will be using to close out the reading in the extended. Any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading with me is in the description box below. Last thing, please remember that these are general readings. They are not here to resonate fully for everyone, and they won't resonate fully for everyone. So please remember to take what does resonate and helps your personal situation and leave what does not. On that note, this whole reading can be reversed. If that is the case for you, that's totally fine and totally normal. Again, please take what helps and leave what doesn't. All right, Pisces, let's jump in. On your side of this connection, you have I was disillusioned with the Five of Wands. So you're conflicted when it comes to this connection, because the person that this person showed up as and the person that they became when they kind of took the mask off are two very different people, and I feel like you don't really know which one to believe. You know, obviously we want to see the good in people. We want to see, who we know that they could be, or, who they present themselves as. But then, once kind of the mask comes off, the true colors come out, we have to learn to kind of take people as they are. And I feel like you're having a hard time because you obviously are seeing this potential. You're seeing like how good they have been or how they have this potential to be. And you're also seeing kind of who they're showing up as. And there's a part of you that's going, I don't really know what's happening. But I feel like there's a lot more to this connection or like a lot more to the purpose of what's happening here than you might realize. Now, this person has lies and partial truths with the Ace of Cups in reverse. This is why I feel I can so confidently say that they've been wearing a mask in this connection, is I feel like they haven't been showing up as authentically as you thought. Now, the Ace of Cups in reverse can be kind of like repression, so maybe kind of forcing who they really are down for as long as they could. I think people can only pretend to be someone else, or they can only, hold back their true colors for so long. I feel like after you kind of know someone for long enough, or you get to know them on a deeper level, that part of themselves is going to eventually come out. And I feel like that started happening in this connection, and you're going, whoa, 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 like, is this you? Was that you? Like, what's going on here? Now, in between the connection, you have Never Again with the Ace of Pentacles. So this Never Again card, I feel, is more representing like a cycle of some sort that you've kind of been stuck in your love life. Maybe you have a tendency of attracting people that present themselves as very promising, but then, as time goes on, turn out to very much be something else. Because this Ace of Pentacles, to me, is saying that this connection is providing you with an opportunity. Now, with the overall theme of the reading being growth, I feel as if this connection is pushing you to grow in a way that you wouldn't be able to if this connection didn't take place. So I am not going to lie, there seems like there is so much going on here, and that's obviously just the overall energy. So we'll tie it all together, but I'm going to dive into the story here, Pisces, starting with your side of this connection. You have I was disillusioned with the Five of Wands. This is Pisces' side of the connection to the person they are dealing with. All right. This is for Pisces' side of the connection. Okay. So there's this energy of feeling very alone in this connection. I feel as if I feel like you've withdrawn a little bit here to protect yourself. Yeah, because like the Nine of Wands, like kind of this energy of protecting yourself, standing guard. But this wasn't how it always was. I feel like in the beginning you were very open and very willing to kind of do what was necessary to make this work. But then again, I feel like as this person's true colors came out, it turned into more of like trying to protect yourself. Because especially if they're still showing you glimpses of like who they once were or who you think they could be, you know, you're going to be like, oh, so there it is. Like they're still in there. And then this other version of them is going to come out and you're going to be like, wait. No, go back to that other version. But you're going to kind of like withdraw during those periods where you're feeling like you're needing to protect yourself. So I do feel like there's a part of you that, you know, you want this connection, you want to pull it closer to you, but you also are having to maintain your distance because you are feeling the need to protect yourself here. Pisces side of the connection to the person they are dealing with. It's like the illusion that you had of them started to shatter. Pisces side of the connection. Whoa. Death in reverse. Yeah, you don't want the connection to end. You want it to get better. So I feel like that, yeah, because there's the Ten of Cups. Like this is, you definitely view this person as like your long-term emotion, like source of your emotional fulfillment, or one of your sources of, or like potentials for, you know, no one can be the source of our happiness or emotional fulfillment, but you know, the people in our life should definitely add more to that than take away. And we have to kind of learn to recognize one or the other. But yeah, there's the Five of Wands, then the Ten of Wands, and the King of Cups. This connection's been heavy for you because I don't feel like you want it to end. Like you don't want to lose this person, but you, with the Star here, like you're needing it to improve. You're needing it to get better because I feel it's, I mean, this kind of energy is going to do a number on anyone. It's going to start to affect you on a deeper level. Let's get more Pisces side of this connection. Yeah, you're holding on here. You're holding on, Hangman, and reverse because of the Ten of Cups, because of what you see in this. It's because of who, like, I feel like who they showed up as when you met them or in the beginning of this connection, you were like, oh my gosh, like, this is it. This is what I've been looking for. This is what I've been waiting for. Like, this is, you know, I don't know if you want to say my person or the person that I could really make this work with. Like, you really saw so much good in the connection. But then that started to dissipate. That started to disappear. That illusion that they presented themselves as started to kind of like crumble. But you're still holding on to it. You're still holding on to that person that they showed up with or showed up as in the beginning. Which is totally understandable. But I feel like there's something you're needing to know here. There's something that's needing to come forth. I don't know what that is yet, but I feel like we're about to find out as we dive into this person's energy because I want to know what the heck is going on with them. All right, this person's energy toward Pisces lies in partial truths with the Ace of Cups in reverse. This person's energy toward, toward Pisces. Interesting. Okay, hang on. So you could be dealing with a fire sign. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You don't have to be, but there's this devil here. This devil. What is this devil? This is like a side of them. A side of them that you've never seen before. What is this devil? Like the devil in them. Their shadow, their bad habits, their toxic traits. Strength in reverse. Ooh, yeah, this Devil came out. It's like they went from being one thing to something else entirely. Ooh, I don't like the way this energy feels. It's icky. So this Devil came out. Maybe they ended up being more controlling, more unhealthy, more toxic. They're like maybe have an addiction you were unaware of, and that started to come out more. Like this Devil, this part of them that you were completely unaware of, started showing its face. Because I feel like they pushed it down for as long as they could. This person's energy toward Pisces. This person's energy toward Pisces. Why is this? Ten of Cups. So they see the same thing you do in this. They see the same potential. I feel like they maybe even have the same like mutual feelings for you. But this freaking Devil is keeping them stuck. It's like it's keeping them stuck from really starting something or fully investing in something or fully like giving this all they have. I don't know what the hell this Devil is. It's something within them, though. It's a part of them. It's a piece of them. It's keeping them, it's like keeping them completely stuck because they want this. But this Devil, man, oh my goodness, it's a very aggressive energy. This person's energy toward Pisces. It's like their true colors. I don't know how to explain it. Like, And I feel like it blindsided you. This person's energy toward Pisces. It did blindside you completely. Because this Four of Pentacles in reverse, it feels like, well, hang on. Actually, I want to clarify this really quick. Clarify this Four of Pentacles in reverse for Pisces. Because the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's like I don't know if they presented themselves as having their life together more than they do, or like themselves being a little bit more put together emotionally, materially, and as it turns out, they're not so together. They're not as together as you thought. And like, I feel like that completely blindsided you, because I don't necessarily know if they were straight up lying to you about this, or if they just were hiding it from you, or I mean, with the Ace of Cups in reverse, it's almost like they didn't want to admit it to themselves. You know, I think that's how it goes, right? People, I think, when they get into a relationship of any sort, like when you first meet someone, I truly believe that they present themselves as someone that they want to be. Like they strive to be, they aim to be, they want to be that person. But then they're not, because they haven't healed, they haven't grown, they haven't worked through stuff, you know, so then like who they really are starts to come out. And I feel like that's kind of what's going on here. It's almost like they want to be the person that can have this Ten of Cups with you. They want to be that person. But it's almost as if they have these demons, like, and it sounds so cliche, but these like demons that are holding them back from being able to do that. Now, that's their responsibility and not yours, right? Like, it's not to say like, oh, you need to feel bad for this person and still continue to give them everything you have. Because no, I mean, I think that especially if you kind of pulled back to protect yourself, I feel like that's actually the best thing you could do here. Because yeah, this person's not, I don't know, I feel like taking it as far as being like they're not who they say they are is a little much, but they're not who they originally presented themselves as, that's for sure. And I feel like they're not, like, they could have lied to you about, I don't know, like how wealthy they are or like things like that, but I feel like it goes deeper than that. I don't feel like it's necessarily all that surface level. Interesting, Pisces. All right, so what the heck do you do? Because you're conflicted, because you're like, wait, but I like fell in love with, or I really like that person. Like, are you that person or are you this person? And if you are this person, but you have the potential to be that person, then like, should I hang on anyway? Like, I just feel like you're really not knowing what to do here. Pisces side of the connection to the person they are dealing with. Whoa, okay. These cards have a lot to say. There's the Fool in reverse. Okay. Okay. The Lovers. All right. Okay. So, you know how I said that this devil is keeping them, like, stuck, right? This Fool in reverse came out with the Six of Swords in reverse, and it's, like, keeping them from being able to, like, fully invest, to, like, fully start something, to fully give themselves to something. You're wanting that, though. You're wanting this Fool in reverse. I mean, with this Lovers here, I feel like you very much see this person as a good match for you, or like the potential of what they could be or who they showed up as in the beginning. Like, you see that person as a good match for you, so you're like, well, maybe I should give them a chance. You know, anyway, and I feel like that one chance maybe turned into two, which turned into 1,000 for some of you, or maybe this is a new connection for some of you, and you know, you're needing to just kind of see it for what it is. I don't know, but I definitely feel like the person that you see them as and who they really are not the same. Not the same at all. But I just feel like you continue. It's like you're continuing to hold on. Pisces side of the connection to the person they are dealing with. Because you want this new beginning. Or you want things to go back to how they were at the beginning. That could be something else too. Nine of Pentacles with the World. See, yeah. It's like who they were in the beginning really aligns with what it is that you feel you want. That's why you've been stuck in this cycle with this person, because I said I feel like there's a cycle that's repeating here. That's why you've been stuck in this cycle, because you're like, but like that person that they showed up as, like, it was perfect. Like that person was perfect, but now they're not that person, and now you don't know what to believe, and I don't know what to tell you, because I don't know. I mean, this connection is pushing you into growth. It's pushing you to evolve. And typically, we evolve through kind of being triggered. Not always in a painful way, but, you know, I do feel like this has been a very triggering experience for you. Maybe this is a cycle. Maybe this keeps happening. Like, you keep attracting certain people, and you're, like, thinking that they're one thing, and they turn out to be another, and you're trying to break that cycle in a way. Because everything is saying, like, what this person presented themselves as in the beginning was, like, exactly what you wanted. And I feel like that has to do a lot with how this person was presenting themselves. You know, I think that, like I said, I think this person was presenting themselves how they wanted to be, and then, like, who they really are started to come out. But now I feel like you're trying to figure out how to get out of this energy, or like out of this cycle. Maybe you don't want anything to do with them anymore. I don't know, but I don't know what's going on here, Pisces. This is for Pisces side of this connection, because it's with this Ace of Pentacles here, it's like this connection is providing you with an opportunity. An opportunity to grow, to evolve, to move forward in a way that you wouldn't be able to if this connection hadn't have happened the way that it did. Pisces side of this connection. The Nine of Swords. So this connection brings up a lot of insecurity for you. Feeling not good enough, like maybe the way that this person behaves, or the devil that they kind of step into, it's a very triggering experience for you, because it pokes here at your insecurities. It's like the things that you doubt about yourself start to feel very true because of this person's behavior. Like, you know, especially if they changed so much, you're going to start feeling like it's you. You're going to be like, oh, this person got to know me so much, and then that's the reason why they're different. When in reality, they are who they've always been. It's just they couldn't hide it any longer. And I feel like that's where you need to know for sure that this doesn't have anything to do with you. You don't deserve this kind of treatment. You don't deserve this kind of behavior. I don't know what this devil is, but just based on the way it feels, like you don't deserve it. And it has nothing to do with you. It's like where this person is at and like what they're dealing with. Because they're not only are they not who you thought they were, but they're not who you want. Like what you want and deserve out of a loving relationship. Now, the biggest thing is, you know, people can only meet us where they're at today, right? People can only be who they're at today, and we have to kind of learn to take people as they are and make the best decision for ourselves by setting a boundary, you know, creating distance, creating space. But that's really difficult when we fall in love with or are attracted to or, you know, get attached to who someone presents themselves as, and then they turn around and are someone completely different. It's really hard to just then, you know, make the best decision for you. But I will say that level of knowing how to choose yourself is like beyond, like what am I trying to say? Getting to a point in your life where where you're able to choose yourself over the potential of another person is the best place you could possibly be. Because it's where you hold yourself to such a high standard that you say, I'm not willing to settle for anybody, even if it's someone that, you know, tried to be someone they're not. Like, you know, giving people, I think everyone deserves a second chance for sure. But when that second chance turns into third, fourth, fifth, sixth, millionth chances, well, that's when you have to start to say, okay, this is a cycle. This is no longer about giving this person a chance. This is accepting their behavior. And that's when, you know, we really do teach people how to treat us with what we are and are not willing to accept. Learning to set boundaries and say, I'm not going to accept that. I'm not going to be treated that way. I'm not going to be talked to that way. And then understanding that however that person responds is completely out of our hands. You know, they might not respond well to that, but that gives us the information that we need to know to say, okay, if you can't show up for that boundary, I'm done showing up for this. And getting to that place and that level of growth that comes with that it takes back your power, first of all, from people who hurt you. And it allows you to say, okay, I am now the one that is in control of what I'm willing to accept. I'm no longer waiting on other people to treat me better. I'm deciding how people can treat me by what I'm willing to allow into my life. And I feel like a lot of that kind of general, like what I just talked about, is what this connection is really teaching you. This person's energy toward Pisces. This person doesn't know how to love. It's out of their comfort zone. They don't know how to fully let love in. And therefore how to reciprocate it. It's like they don't have the ability to do that. The Three of Wands in reverse, it's safer for them to not. It's safer for them to push it away, to sabotage it. It's safer for them in their mind to let this devil take over. And And it's almost like that's because, I mean, that's someone not wanting to face themselves. That's someone who has a lot of work to do on themselves, and there's no guarantee that they're going to do that. Because, you know, I think that they saw that same thing that you did in this, right? They saw this potential. They saw and felt the same things, but with where they're at in their life and on their own personal journey, they had no idea how to handle that. They're not, like, I feel like this devil is really just kind of portraying toxic behavior. And that, now, I will say, a lot of times, when we are caught up in dealing with somebody else's toxic behavior, it gives us an excuse to not have to face ourselves in our own toxic behavior, because it's easier to look at how someone else needs to heal. And, you know, so looking at everything as a mirror, and you know, I think that the more that we stop focusing on what someone else needs to do and how someone else needs to heal and how someone else needs to grow, and the more that we try to say, okay, why did this connection get attracted into my life, and what is this trying to teach me? Because there's the Ace of Pentacles here. There's this connection is providing you with an opportunity to have what it is that you deserve, an opportunity to be, but in order to attract what it is that you want and deserve, you have to become that person. And this connection might be showing you things within yourself that you don't love, or ways that you don't think you're lovable, or, you know, maybe you believe that you deserve the kind of treatment that is existing in this connection, because that's what you're used to experiencing. Now, you might know you deserve more, but you might doubt that, you know, and think that this is as good as it can get, because maybe it's what you've experienced or what you've been taught. It's interesting. This person's energy toward Pisces. I don't like it. For you, Pisces, I feel like I wish that you didn't have to deal with this. Oh, Justice in reverse with the Judgment. I thought it was a Judgment in reverse with the Justice, but they're lacking accountability here. I mean, here's the Queen of Cups, so there you are with the Knight of Swords. Like, they're straight up running from you. They're running from this connection, and they're not taking accountability for their actions. And I think that that's the hardest thing, is like someone who, you know, wants to be different but is showing up as someone else, but also still at the same time isn't willing to like do the work to become that person that they want to be. You can have empathy for them, but you don't have to tolerate that behavior, because I definitely feel like, I don't know if you're trying to force accountability on this person, or you want them to see like the ways that they've messed up, or that they need to fix themselves or heal themselves, or whatever the case is. You can't change another person. You can't shame them into changing. You can't guilt them into changing. You can't love them into changing. You cannot force anybody to change. People change when they realize that they need to, not when we try to force them to see that they need to. And there's no guarantee that this person will grow and change in this lifetime. And I guess my question to you is, if you are still currently in this connection and this person doesn't change and they stay exactly as they are right now in this moment, and they continue to come from this place of this devil energy, is that okay for you? Is that okay with you? Is that enough for you? Or are you wanting them to be something different than what they are? Because if that is the case, you have to look at how you're investing in potential over how you're investing in who someone is showing you that they are. Because when we invest in potential, we're investing in the possibility that someone changes. When we're investing in who they are, we're saying, this is enough for me. This is what I deserve. So understand that whatever you're accepting in this connection is a reflection of what you believe you deserve, Pisces, and you don't deserve the way that this person is showing up here. So trying to get into figuring out, like, okay, why do I think that I deserve this? Where have I learned that this is as good as it can get? Or where have I learned that this is all that's possible in love? Or is, you know, dealing with someone with kind of toxic behavior, is that my idea of love? For me, until I met my current partner, I had no idea what love was. I thought it was codependency and the highs and the lows and the roller coaster ride of relationships, and I couldn't have been further from the truth. That's attachment, right? That's not love, but that's attachment. And it doesn't mean I didn't have love for the people in my life. It just means that I had never understood what a healthy, loving relationship actually looked like, because I had never experienced it. So myself, I had a lot of toxic behavior because I just kind of thought that's the way that it went. And it wasn't until I kind of addressed my own ideas about love and misconceptions about love that my relationships actually started reflecting those changes back to me. So I say all of that to say, you know, I look back on the toxic, the most painful relationships I've ever had, emotionally abusive ones, like all of the ones that that hurt me the most, those were the opportunities for me to grow in ways that I never would have if they wouldn't have happened, which actually has led me to my current relationship. So I feel like that's kind of what this reading is talking about is, yeah, this has sucked, but I feel like there's a lot of good that can come from it. I don't know, this devil, like, I feel like I changed my tone and how I was talking about this person and their energy when that devil came out, because this is scary. You got to be careful when you're dealing with an energy like that. This person's energy toward Pisces. This person is trapped in their own self-made prison. The Eight of Swords here. It's like they're stuck in their limiting beliefs, their toxic behaviors, their addictions. I don't know what it is, but it's almost as if they kind of created a mess for themselves, but they're not really cleaning it up. They're not working on it. They're not trying to do anything to fix that. Now, maybe they are, and it's just not coming through in the reading. It doesn't feel like it, though. It doesn't feel like they are. Maybe they're telling you they are, but they're not. I don't know. I just feel like you need to protect yourself here. Like, their true colors, when people show you who they are, believe them. Believe them. Believe them the first time. Don't wait to see if they show up as that person again. Okay. I will say, everyone is their second chance. Set that boundary. Stand up for yourself. Demand with love to be treated well. And then believe them that they continue to show up as that person. Because this devil is not your burden. It's not, and it's not gonna end well for you if you try to take it on as your burden. Because it's gonna end up, when we try to get in the crossfires of somebody else's internal battle, we're just gonna end up a victim in their personal struggles. And this person's got some struggles going on. And I feel like they know that too, because they presented themselves as someone they were not. So obviously they're not proud of who they really are, of this devil, right? But they're aware of it, but they're not working on it. They're just trying to hide from it. And that never works. You can't hide from yourself, right? Again, the truth is going to come out. I think I read once, it was like people can only pretend to be someone they're not for like 3 to 6 months. So like if you're in a connection, that's why a lot of connections will fall apart in like the 3 to 6 month period, because true colors start to come out and people go, this isn't what I signed up for. And I feel like that's kind of what happened here. Because I feel like this is a newer connection. Now, it could be a reflection of like dynamics from your past, but this feels newer. It doesn't have to be. Obviously, take it as it resonates, but all right, in between this connection, you have never again with the Ace of Pentacles. I'm going to pull 9 different messages looking at the deeper purpose of the connection and the best way for you to move forward in order to align further with your higher self. And then I have an advice card to pull at the very end. Something I've been mentioning at the end of every video that I've been doing recently is that I am hosting a How to Attract the Love That You Deserve and Desire workshop on April 5th at 6 p.m. Central Time. This is going to be a workshop that's taking place over Zoom, not on YouTube, and a ticket would be required in order to receive access to it. So the information for that is at the top of the description box below. If you cannot make the live event, that's totally fine. If you purchase a ticket, the next day I will be sending out a recording of the event to everybody who did purchase a ticket. So whether or not you attend, you will receive a recording the next day. If you do not attend, the only thing you'll be missing out on is I will be doing a Q&A session at the end of the workshop. And obviously, if you're not in attendance, you won't be able to ask questions, but you'll receive the recording of that Q&A session along with the recording of the workshop. So if you have any questions at all, feel free to shoot me an email. That email address is and always will be in the description box. All right, Pisces, thank you so much as always for your support of my channel. I obviously hope that this reading helped and resonated with you in a way that you were needing today. And as always, Pisces, I wish you nothing but love and healing on your journey moving forward. All right, bye, Pisces.